Okay, good evening everyone. This is the famedaniel program, and today we are going to tell you a new story. I know we had a story yesterday whereby you saw how we solved that young man's problem, and today we have a girl calling from North Carolina trying to tell us her problem. By my left, I have.
I'm Emrica. I'm better known as Demi Sapio.
And by my other left, I have.
We have Ti, please.
So right now, we have a story that we're about to tell you guys, and we're about to call her. I think she's on the line already. Can you go ahead? Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah. Can you tell us a story, because we want the viewers to hear you, and so we can share your story to everybody out there.
Yes, absolutely. I am actually calling because I have a good friend of mine who's been going through some things, and I wanted to share because I don't know what advice to give her. So here it is. It's a little bit strange. So she's military. Her and her husband are military, Navy. I think both of them are Navy. Actually, he's Navy as well. And so, they've been deployed. They've been like set in certain areas of the United States, different parts of the world as well. And she had her first child. The oldest is 9. Yeah, the oldest is 9. So 9 years ago, when she gave birth, she was finishing up with her time in the military and decided that, hey, she's going to be stay-at-home mom, and they're going to have more children, start the family. So, they've, like I said, lived in different parts of the United States, have been stationed in other parts of the world before.
Okay.
And she was pregnant with her fourth child, and was here in South Carolina, and was just talking about how they were going to be stationed, and her husband specifically was going to be stationed overseas again. But it's a process. I didn't even realize it was this much of a process when you're military. You get stationed, but if you need to bring your family along, they need to be approved, and you have to find housing, and there's a whole process. So he went on his own. He was gone for 7-8 months. And so he went on his own initially while they're going through the process. They had to sell their house here. And I know he's been stationed in different areas before, where he's left. And she had to kind of, again, be the stay-at-home mom, take care of everybody. And he would go get, be getting set up in his next area. So, for example, similar when they came here, she was here initially by herself for a few months.
Okay.
They moved over. They got ready to go overseas, and come to find out, she gets a message from a woman on her Instagram.
Yes.
Who pretty much just says hey, by the way, I've been trying to get a hold of your husband because I'm pretty sure that he's the father of my child.
That's a strange one.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was just oh, shit, okay. So, they're texting back and forth, and they, at first the lady's just okay, maybe this lady's just lying because she's just I don't know, likes my husband or whatever, right? And they've had some conversations around fidelity in the past. I wouldn't say she's my closest friend, but she's kind of given me some insight to that, and so I know that's been a concern of hers. So
this whole story was being told to you by your friend. That
is correct. So she's a good friend of mine. Yeah, I didn't want to This is more of me trying to figure out what advice to give her, because she's at this point right now. So get this. So she's at this point right now where she doesn't know what to do. Obviously, she's pretty upset, as one can imagine. And there's a lot that would kind of also have to go into making sure that this child actually is his. She's seen a picture of the baby. The lady, they've kind of developed this confidence, little relationship, and the baby looks like him. I don't know. I know that doesn't mean for much, but
yeah.
He has pretty specific features, and I'm just I'm pretty sure this is the kid's baby.
Okay, if I should ask a question, which we all are going to ask you a question. So is she the lady who contacted her on Instagram. Did that lady have the information of the man? Let's say the man's name, social security, or anything that can prove that, or can I say, is that man on child support already, or is this lady trying to inquire information from the other lady to get child support, or what do you think they were trying to do at that point?
I don't think this lady is lying, because like based off of their conversation, like she told my friend a lot of things about like his personality that line up pretty damn well, like things that like wouldn't, like, not just some random person would not know. Does that make sense? Like,
so the other lady is definitely wanting support for the what is it called, illegitimate child, is what she's looking for. And then the wife also is like, well, what do I do with my husband having an illegitimate child outside of our marriage? That's what you wanted the information to give to your friend, what she should do right now that her husband has an illegitimate child and they're married.
That's right. Okay. Because she's like pissed, obviously. Like
she has the right to be. Yeah.
But if I mean,
she's also worried too, because like I know that well, I guess I don't know for sure, but it based off of the conversation that they've had, like she's like this. Her husband met up with this individual like several times. Also doesn't like. She's prior military and knows that these things can get messy and also affect his, status in the military as well. And so right now she's also like, she is the stay-at-home parent, right? So it does potentially like ruin her own family dynamics, because she's like, well, shit, like I'm a stay-at-home. I haven't worked in like almost 10 years.
If I should answer that question, the problem is now that if she has to go to the military to try to say something about infidelity, the man is gonna get fired. So he's gonna lose his job. So now she's gonna lose on both ends.
But how did your friend confirm the information? That is the question there.
Yeah, she said they've had conversations.
And the man confirmed that that baby belongs to
him. Did the
him.
man confirm that he ever met that lady? Did he confirm that he ever cheated on that lady?
Yeah.
He did eventually. They had a bit of a back and forth. Like she like asked him first, and he denied it. But then like she was like, no, F this. Like I have this. Like, who's this person? This person knows all about you. And so he had to like pretty much come clean. At the same time though, he's just like adamant that this is not his child.
Okay, so
he's adamant that it was just like a very quick thing, but the chick is like, no, this was kind of like we were in contact for quite some time. Like they talked about like the lady was like, no, we like had like we met up several times, like we had sexual relationships several times, like she was like, I was feeling I was developing a recent relationship with this person. And then he just like dipped. Like he just like.
Yeah, I think the question she's trying to ask us now is, what should she do in that situation? Should she go to the military and tell the military, or should she pass the man's information to the other lady for that baby for child support, or should she get divorced?
Well, this is me personally saying this, that your friend has 2 or 3 choices. Actually, she has 2 or 3 choices that she can decide, and she has to make those choices herself, because it's a real hard place nowadays being a single parent. So if he's really taking care of her, and it was just I'm going to say that men are different than women. This is me as a woman saying that men are different than women when it comes to sex. They don't take sex the same as we take sex. So it probably was just sex, and he didn't have any ties to it. And if he's saying that the child is not his, he's already saying, I don't have any attachments to her. Mm-hmm. And if he's taking care of his wife, I would tell her, how dedicated are you to your marriage? Mm-hmm. It hurts, yes, but if you're dedicated to your marriage, this is something you can get over. Let's move on. Let's get the test with the baby to see if it is his. If it's his, we'll take care of, do what you have to do, and let's work together to make our marriage better. Or either she can go another route where it's like, okay, I don't accept infidelity. Now she has to realize when she goes through that, she's going to have to go through a lot of court. She's going to put him out of a job, so now she's not going to have any income, and she's going to be taking care of those kids by herself. So if she's ready to go through, if she's ready for that, because it's not the end of the world when she actually does that. You know, she can always move on, you know, take care of her family, and you can go into that route. So she has to really sit back and decide what route.
I think that makes sense. I think where it's hard too is because this isn't the first time. Like, based off of like my conversations with her, like it sounds like he's been around the block.
So he's a ho-ho.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're not here to judge them, but the thing is that I'll tell you, to tell you the real truth is that if she have to go that other route, which you said she can actually do whatever she wants to do, that guy might lose his own job, and now you're looking at court fees. And like she said, she's a single mom. Sorry, not a single mom. A stay-home mom.
Well, she's
a stay-home mom,
Yeah,
which means she's gonna start afresh. So is she ready to risk that relationship that is dying, or is she ready to just let it go?
Yeah.
You understand? So that is what for me. I don't know what advice I'm going to give to her, because I'm not here to give advice. I think for me,
I think under the sun there's nothing new. You know, nothing is new. If she has forgiven him for the first time before, because according to what you said this thing have been happening repeatedly like before. I will advise her to just forgive. You know, forgive your husband, because distance in relationship is not that easy. You know, and for her now, according to what you said your friends is like doing mommy jobs, sitting at home, no job, and then now pushing the man away. That's going to put her in a bad spot to be raising those kids by herself. I will say, for me, based on what my sister said before, to be a single mom nowadays is not easy. You know, call the man, call him and tell him, like, do you know what, you do this again, I'm going to forgive again, so that my marriage can work better.
For me, I don't agree with that. You know why I say I don't agree with that? Because he said, can we continue in sin that grace may abide? So you understand? So why he's been doing it? He's been going around, he's been doing stuff. So you don't know what this lady has been bearing inside. So
but according to what you said, you don't really stay with them at home. You don't really know what's going on in their home, you know, because sometimes man do cheat.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, do you really know what is going on in their home?
That is the question.
Okay, so why are you not asking me if I don't really know? So the truth is that, to me, I'm sorry ma'am, or we just need to have a little bit of an agree and a disagree moment here.
That's
for me. Why will you allow the same guy who has been cheating on you all this while, doing all this stupid stuff all this while, and you still want that person to stick around? You know, I don't see
for me, it depends on where they met. You know, where they met in the beginning. You know, that's what I'm saying. We don't really know what's going on in their home. The reason, like, because we saw some home, husband and wife, me and you might be husband and wife, been together, but technically maybe in the house you don't want me to touch you. You know, it happens a lot. We don't really know what is really going on in between them.
I'm going to come in the middle of what you.
Okay. I want to drive through.
I'm going to come in the middle of what you two are saying, because when this happens, has she yet to this date actually had the conversation with him how she feels about his infidelity? That would be the first thing.
Yeah.
Because if she's never actually talked to him about how she feels about his infidelity, she needs to do that. She needs to express to him that it hurts her. She doesn't like it. She's not agreeing to it. She needs to find out how he feels about infidelity. They're going to have to get counseling and therapy, because this is hurting his wife. That's why I say it's going to be his wife's choice, because if she feels like it hurts her so much, she's talked to him already and had a conversation about the infidelity. He has continued the infidelity. There's something that he needs to really address.
Yeah, there must be something there. That's where I'm trying to drive to. There must be something there that triggered this from this man. The man is not a goat. It's only goat I know sleeping around, like, you know.
So wait, you are in support of the man. You're saying there must be something that made the man went outside.
There must be something. It might be distance, you know. It might be anything. Like let the woman figure out what is really going on, you know. Talk about it to your husband.
That is what she said. She said he was away.
Away.
He has always been away.
The problem is distance.
But if it's distance, that's military. But this man. This what they call it. If it's distance, the wife still have distance. Why is the wife not sleeping around?
The woman is different from us.
So a man just wait. You see the problem now. So you're a woman. So you mean a woman is different from a man.
Oh,
so a man is good for a man to cheat.
No, I can give you an example. Like me, I'm using an example. You know, not me. A man can sleep with anything like without feeling, without connection. It's exercise to a man.
Men don't
have
that
when
emotion.
When women do cheat, that means it's not just ordinary something.
Like
you know?
someone said on Instagram, he said maybe that is a black African girl. He said maybe the man is just a goat.
Yeah, it's only good I not sleep around, but there must be something trigger the man to do that.
What will trigger the man? I don't the distance part. I don't agree with the distance part because if you say if you say it's a distance, the woman is still in that same situation too. But here we're not hearing the part that the woman was cheating.
Yeah, but the point we made is that let the woman herself. I mean, think. What am I doing to this guy? Like, you know, sometimes
I wouldn't say that it's not the woman, because I'm going to say I was in a relationship with a guy that was in the military. Okay. We had space with each other. He had infidelity. It is just the fact that, okay, when there is space there are so many opportunities that take place.
Yeah.
When you're around different women, these women in the military base, you become friends, even at work. That's why you have work.
England.
You know, and so
these are the code. Let me take you to England. These are the code.
It does not count.
Sleeping alone
it does not count. Cheating is cheating. It does not count. Cheating is cheating. Go ahead with the story.
It's his immaturity. It has to be her husband's maturity level, because even we can always make up the excuses that we want to make up that men are not sexually attached like women are. There's even women that cheat when they're away from their husband. It's still your maturity level that makes you decide if I want to. Now, yes, sometimes because you hang around a person for long enough, you get attachments to them.
True.
And that can be some of the situation. But he should still has responsibility to own up to what he did and take the initiative to say, it wasn't her that made me. I chose to.
Yeah, what I'm saying is not like I'm encouraging cheating, but you know, I like to go deep to know what is really causing this. You know, sometimes it's not only maturity. Sometimes, you know, we don't know what is really going deeply between what the man is doing. But sometimes there's something behind those things.
And what I said is, I've been here where her friend is at. I've been here. Actually, my significant other was in the military, and what I decided to do, because he didn't do it once, just like hers, but I knew about each time. It was like when it came to the second time I called him, I was like, okay, look, this is something you're choosing to do, and I don't agree with this, so I left the relationship. The first time I did forgive him. I let it go. I'm like, okay, you're away. There's temptation. These women are around you. They're
shaking it
all the time. So
yeah.
So it was like, okay, I forgive you. But it was like the second time, it was just like, okay, you're doing this, and you know how I feel about this already, so I'm not gonna continue to agree with it.
That's how I feel. Like I feel like, and I told her, I was like, there's always another person. The grass is always greener on the other side.
True. There's
I don't agree with the grass being greener on the other side. That's why I say she really has to think about it, because if he's not hurting her in any other kind of way, if he's not hurting her, is what I'm saying. Honestly, if he's not hurting her, I've been a single mother too, that she may want to just really go through the counseling and
keep moving, keep driving, keep moving.
Yeah, but see, the problem I'm saying, she might go through counseling. What is the tendency that it's not going to be a 50-50 chance that the guy will still do?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
So she's still going to go back to square one.
If I'm cheating on my wife, but I'm taking care of my wife, what's that problem? Let's be realistic, because the life we live in now is different now. You understand what I mean?
Okay, so which means you're boldly hitting your chest to say you're a proud cheater.
No, you see now, I'm not saying that, but let's be realistic.
This guy is advocating for men who are cheaters.
No. But my sister said something now. He said if he is not hurting her,
okay.
You see that, underline that. From another woman saying if he is not hurting her.
So which means she should bear the pain.
Because this is not the first time I'm doing it.
Okay, let me put it this way. Put your legs in the female's shoes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
and
say.
let the female.
For the woman to be contacting another woman talking about, for me, is uncalled for.
Yeah.
How is he uncalled for, brother?
Yeah.
It's uncalled for.
The lady's trying to think. I mean, you can argue.
Please, those of you online, please, I want you to
Oh,
join us
sorry,
on
we're
this
sorry.
stuff. I want you guys to join us on this stuff and still comment on this and tell us what you think. Because I normally I said it's a free zone where nobody can judge anybody, but I'm judging this man right now.
No,
Because
I'm not saying let the husband get off.
I'm judging this man right now.
What I'm saying, for me, therapist, for me, for my wife to be contacting another woman about me,
The other lady contacted his
and
wife.
then my wife gives that room, what's she looking for?
You see, this is the typical mentality of an African man.
Yeah, I was gonna
Typical
say,
mentality of an African man, which they always want to prove that they're above, they're superior. Above
It's not like that. Like it's not like that.
I want to ask you this question. Let's dive into one question before I answer you. What you're an American, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about African men? I want you to be sincere. Be sincere. What do you think about African men? Be sincere.
Now that right there is.
It's a topic that we need to talk about. It's a topic we need to talk about. It's a topic. I want you to pour your heart out.
It needs to be addressed because this is going away from what she's talking about right now.
Yeah.
If you talk about the African culture coming and dealing with Black American culture, we come into, and I'm going to say that Africa, I just learned that through my ignorance, I did not know that Africa was actually a country. A continent, and there are different countries. So you deal with different personalities.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say a lot of Nigerian men are very strong, and they're very, like he says, they're very haughty. Very haughty, as in, I am the dominant, and I dominate the relationship. And that's what a lot, women, they can sense that, like, I am the dominant, I'm the domineer.
Because I'm the man.
Listen to what I say, and you don't respond. Now, you have some other cultures that are, other countries in Africa, and they're a little more relaxed about their woman. So you still have to realize that when you have a man, even, I'm not even going to just say African men, you have even like, Muslim men, you have, different culture men that believe that, hey, I am the dominant. Don't say anything else against what I have to say.
But that is not what me personally say. I've been married for 9 years. Now I'm married to Black American. But the point remains that there was a day somebody messaged my wife, like trying to talk about me. My wife said, well, if you have a problem with my husband, no matter what's going on between you and my husband, it's between you and my husband. Don't involve me.
Okay, so I see what you said, because the first time when you said that, the first thing that went through my mind is, if she contacts me, I'm gonna talk to her, but I'm gonna be trying to find out. I'm gonna be trying to get information from her, like, okay,
Then you become detective.
Yeah, but no, I don't
You become detective.
I want to jump in here. If someone actually comes to you and contacts you that, hey, you know what, your wife is cheating, what will you do?
Yeah, my wife's cheating now.
Did someone come to you like, your wife is cheating, the son that she have right now is not your son, it's my son.
Oh, I will tell you, wait, I'm not like, first of all, I will smile. Because first of all, I know my wife,
You're like, not my wife.
I might not even reply. Like, I'm very busy person to be replying that kind of message, this kind of message.
And they show you proof. They show you proof.
Instead of messaging me, come to me directly, and man to man, we look at ourselves eye to eye, and then tell me this.
Tell you what, they already told you.
You understand what I mean?
So I think I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to capitalize on trust because he already trusts the wife. But now they're showing you proof, pictures of she and the other guy.
Maybe my wife has some tattoos in her back. And
you saw the tattoos and stuff like that. Then what will you do?
What I will do, I'll come back and call my wife like, oh wow, you become a porn star, or what? You become a porn star.
This guy.
Yeah, because here now, these are the pictures. No, I'm gonna show the picture like this one.
But she's gonna have a reason why she did that.
Why she did?
Okay, now she's gonna have a reason. So what reason are you gonna give to
my
her?
brother, my sisters? Nowadays, the way the life is going, if you pull a lot of things in your mind,
you're gonna forgive her and continue with the marriage? What do you? Because you're in that position now. With
to forgive her.
What are you gonna do?
If really my wife says, "Oh, I'm sorry, this might give it to me," and that, you understand?
She's pregnant now with
and
this baby.
yeah, with baby, and she explained how she enjoying or whatever going on now. I say, oh wow, people have told me like you want to do this to me. Then now to forgive her is less for me like to think like maybe I think about the way she's holding it for me. I don't want her to go. The way she's shaking and all that kind of things. And so I'm giving you first chance. You understand? I'm giving you first chance. Babe. Don't do this to me again. Why are you doing this to me? You know, like tell her the consequences of what she's doing.
But listen, she said he did not do it just one time. He's been on the road.
I'm doing it.
Cheating on the road.
Then let's go to an open relationship.
Now,
We go back to an open, isn't it?
See, I think this guy, you know what he's doing? He's just trying to avoid
We go back to an open
every
relationship.
responsibility
If
that
If the man is doing
come
it,
on him.
the man become no. I mean, if husband, you're doing this to me all the time. Do you know what happened? Let's go to like they become open. Like let's do an open relationship.
Well, that's
I
if
can
she
do whatever I want to
chooses.
do too. You know that then this is another level now.
She in an open relationship.
You said what?
There can still be this mistrust and cheating in an open
You know,
relationship.
Yes,
Yeah.
and which can go in a very hurtful way. You know,
Right.
to me, a cheat is a cheat. To me, he made that mistake. He already made the mistake.
For me, my sister, I'm talking about because what I'm seeing now is a lot of single mothers. It's not easy out there. You know, anything you can do to forgive. You know, that cheating is not the name. Before we were born, people have been cheating. So it's not new thing. You understand? For me, I'm talking. It's not new thing. You know, like if it happens,
she needs to find out why
Why
he's continuing to do
doing
it.
it.
I'm not going to say, I don't agree, just let him to continue to cheat.
I'm not pushing that to consider can even get some.
I don't want no open relationship.
But
I don't
for
want
me,
nothing.
but for me, cheating is not a new thing that's looking
Yeah.
big to us.
Just because it's
You know,
not
it's
new doesn't
rampant.
mean you should
It's
be doing
rampant.
it.
So now you know how to package your own home. If you're talking about my husband cheated on me, you're angry, you leave the marriage. When let people, another person come out and tell you what they are going through inside their home, and they still post their pictures husband on Facebook saying happy married life and all those stuff. They go through a lot of stuff, but they keep those under their carpet and they keep pushing their marriage. Nobody knows.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going to go back and read.
That's what I'm telling you now. Tell your friend. This man has been doing it. The God that gave her grace to forgive him in the first place. Let him, continue forgiving him until his brain come to his senses like, oh, I need to stop this.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
And-
continue to forgive him and give him grace.
I don't
She
give what's
really
really
has to
causes.
decide if she's had enough of it or if this is worth. She is really going to have to sit down and think
Think about it.
on what's going on. Is if this is really worth our
staying.
separation or us staying together. She really is going to have.
If
to
distance is the problem, let the man be following him to everywhere without letting him go one day.
How can she follow him everywhere? I don't understand the part you're coming from. We have
Theory.
Yeah, military, yeah, they do the order. Before
Okay,
the order
someone-
will be ready.
someone online said she should start cheating too.
That's
that's by
right.
choice.
Yeah,
That-
two rights don't make a
You
wrong.
so you understand? Two rights don't make
Me-
right
me-
because if she starts cheating too, then
She,
you understand? They're in the same boat. They might just might as well just separate
yeah,
and not be
might as well
together.
not even be
For me, I think this woman need to protect her home.
She need to put her foot down and,
Foot
like
down.
I say, make him responsible for that, or either.
If it doesn't work for your husband, tell him to quit. I mean, to get out from it. You understand? Or you make sure, like before the man goes to anywhere, you make sure the order is ready. The application, the order. I know it's sometimes take time because I've been there, but let the man knows that if you want to leave me behind here, based on the history, make sure the order is ready before you go.
Yeah, he's gonna have to earn back his
So
trust.
so you saying that it is more better for the woman to follow the man wherever he
It
goes?
just let's close the distance. If so far distance doesn't work for this man, yeah, you understand? Distance doesn't work for him. Then let the wife try.
Even when they were, like she said, when they were
Together.
still together, he
Not
was
together.
still cheating. He was doing it on the road. He's a cheat. And you said
He's a
cheating is
habitual.
not new, so he's there.
For me, I would still say.
The first time.
Mm,
This is like probably this she said that it's happened like a couple of times. Like this is like the third.
so it's not new. The man is a professional cheater.
You see, that was what I was trying to tell you. He's a professional cheat. So a cheat is not going to stop. She should put her foot down, like she said.
She's gonna have to do some demolition right here. This is not something that's gonna be. If she's gonna stay with him, she's gonna have to do some demolition. She's gonna have to make some rules, some barriers, and he's gonna have
If
to.
the man is paying bills, if he's paying bills, taking care of bills, I will tell your friend to keep pushing it.
But
So,
if not, then she's
but if the man is not paying bills, taking care of her, taking good care of her, and still continue that it's left for her, But if the man is paying bills and doing all these things, taking care of her, let her keep pushing,
I think she really needs to make some boundaries, and if not, she's gonna have to put on her big girl panties and be a big girl and move on. Yes, she'll find another relationship, but in the meantime,
another relationship. How do you know the second another one is not?
We don't know that.
Because now everybody is handicapped. Let's say this.
But so now, I want to ask you a question. How does the child support thing work? Because now he's going to be paying for that baby and the 4 kids. So is the woman going to lose out because the money that's going to be coming to her is going to be?
oh no, because she was married to him. She's still going to get all of everything that's.
The woman gets benefit too, military benefits.
Oh, so she's still going to benefit from him regardless.
Regardless. If the woman quits, that's the area I'm talking about. If the woman leaves this man, she's gonna lose all the military benefits. I've seen a woman married to a husband. Technically, both of them were not together.
But you know what? That's probably, and I'm just speaking out loud.
But what if then she agrees?
How you doing, Fashola? How you doing, Queen? Welcome.
Come again, man.
What if she agrees to stay and then they figure out some sort of, child support thing? Again, I think the main thing is also, it's not only is it a shock to her home, I think she's done a lot to already try to establish that. What happens if it happens again?
If he keeps that, your friend really has to, like I say, she's either gonna have to be a strong woman and tell him, look, I'm not playing these games with you anymore. This is too much. She's gonna have to be strong with him. That's what it is. A lot of people, I'm not gonna say men, I'm not gonna say women, they do what you let them do. So if she's gonna keep letting him do that, then he's gonna do it, and he's not gonna see a problem with it. So if she keep letting him do that to her, then she get what she's gonna get it. Now she needs to put her foot down and tell him, if I'm staying with you, no more. But if she's gonna leave, she needs to leave and leave it alone.
But you know what? It's very good like that. But let me say this: before the woman put her feet down, you know what's speaking? Money. Money said, if I'm not around, nobody make any decision. Your friend got to look for a job.
Speaking like a true Nigerian.
Yeah. The man, but the woman need to look for a job. Start working.
Well, in America, she's gonna get alimony. She's gonna get support. She's gonna get
a lot
from him. Okay,
but the only part I'm worried about is that the man is gonna lose his job.
Yeah, now that's what I was thinking.
That's what he doesn't have a job.
He's gonna
lose his job, and now they both gonna suffer the consequences. So that's it. For me, I would say, if I should give a friend my own real advice, is that she should stay a little bit and save up for the rainy days, because she needs a lot to go through this whole step. So when she's able to now save and do things, then it will be easy for her to do whatever she wants to do. You understand? That is the advice I'll give to her. I don't know what advice you want to give to her before we let her go.
Yeah, because I think he needs to step out for a few minutes.
Okay. So we have one of the moderators who's going to step out right now, but we're still going to continue with you. And everyone out there, this is a question for everyone. You can join us on Instagram, TikTok. You can join us on Spotify. You can listen to us on Spotify too, and you can listen to these videos on YouTube. And air your views there. Put your answers there. And what we're trying to do, whatever answers you give to us, we'll try to get these people down here so they can speak their mind and let us hear it from them visually. And you too can still drop your questions. Just DM me on famedaniel on any platform, and we'll be able to at least get your story and let people comment on it. And hopefully your friend gets what she really deserves and what she wants, because I feel she should put her foot down and make that man pay for what he's doing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I'll say have a great night and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, man.
Bye.